Hello. Oh, I feel like we've seen the kitty table, but then I didn't need it or something. Couldn't tell ya. This seems familiar. So those 5 should all be these. Boom, 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 boom. Great. Easy peasy. More. No. Okay, great. Alrighty. Let's get to work. So it is Sunday, as I've said. It's going to be. Green counter. See, this is an item I thought I needed, but then I didn't actually need it. And then we found like a whole thing. It was great. And when I say great, I mean not super great. Anyway, yeah, it's Sunday. I don't really want to buy turnips today. Because, like, it's a raffle week. And the past 2 weeks have pranked me. But I feel like I'm due for a spike. Okay, wait, this is kind of crazy. That's some huge gyroid RNG. Okay, I mean, we're almost done with April, so that's cool. That'll be good. I'm just gonna run over here and make sure Joan isn't here. So, here's the thing. I don't want to buy turnips, right? Because it's a raffle week next week. And, like, what if the spike falls on a Wednesday? Your boy gets cooked. And then if I use math and information, I can determine whether it happened or not. So, like, I should be able to know if a spike occurs even if I don't see the price. Which, you know, would hurt me on the inside. So I don't like I don't like it. I don't like that you can't sell when it's a raffle. It's a real big problem, and it basically cuts out a week each month. There's 2 months. I've looked at this. I think it's September and November. I could be misremembering, but there's 2 months towards the end of the year where the raffle falls on a Sunday, I think. And if it falls on the Sunday, and then obviously, like, there's no issue in selling turnips. So it's nice. But that's obviously a rarity. Which is not so nice. I don't like that. Anyway, yeah, so, like, it's a frustrating thing, and then, like, oh, sometimes I won't have time to buy them. Wow, that was actually, like, really easy. Gyroid. Okay, we got the Tutoid and the Mega Tutoid. I feel like I have, like, most of these, but I could be wrong, because, again, it's, like, all families, so, like, how am I supposed to remember which family it is? Also, like, I'm still running around the whole town. We are looking for Joan. Now, again, I don't want to buy from her. However, if the price is right, who am I to say no, you know? Even if the price isn't right, I might still buy some just for fun. I don't know if it's the smartest idea, but, like, it's not the dumbest. I'm still gonna be checking the prices every day, so, like, why not? But again, it really depends on the price. Even if it's low, I feel like I almost want to. So I could pay off a house then. Like, if I did one inventory and it hit, I could just pay off a house. Gets me a little upstairs room, and I could, like, you know, do a little bit more decorating. Should be probably a good thing. guess I can put my shovel away. I really don't need to keep that out right now. And let's talk to Copper. So, Katrina would have left last night. I wasn't available, so I couldn't show up earlier. But we got something. Okay, Crazy Red. Not bad. Red's gonna show up on Tuesday. And I won't be on until after he shows up anyway. So that's pretty sick. I like that. Now, obviously, Red could choose not to give us anything meaningful. Very possible. But if we get anything, then that's great. Like, Red's gonna be a problem, honestly. At this rate, like, I'm starting to think Red's the problem. Like, there is sale day, don't get me wrong. But that could be a very long time of me finding his store, like, go to the store, like, run to Copper, find out where the store is, go to the store, buy it out, run to Copper, you know, like, and it's gonna take a lot of money. Like, in some occasions, I mean, I've only dealt with him, like, 2 or 3 times now, but, like, sometimes it's been, like, 50k to buy out the store, other times it's been, like, 20, so, like, it is gonna add up, unfortunately. So, like, all this money I'm making, there's no way I'm gonna have the one bill by that point. Because if I had the one bill, then it wouldn't matter how much I spent there. But, like, how much am I gonna spend? But also, like, I kind of have to do it. But, like, it could also not, like, work very well. You know, like, there's just too much. There's too much to it. Also, where the heck is Joan? What is this? Where is she? This is ridiculous. I went here, right? Yeah, I did. You're telling me she's in the bottom left corner, I swear. I swear. She loves showing up here. Hiding behind the trees. No? Okay, now I'm confused. I feel like I've been basically everywhere, so she's gotta be like down here somewhere. But she's never here. She could be here, I guess. Or it's like this acre. She does like to show up there. Okay, she's... What is this? This is the worst. Okay. So I know where she is. I don't really want to find her again. And I don't want to buy turnips. However, you know, like... I really don't want to. Not this week. I don't like the raffle. Last time I did, and then I got, like, screwed, right? It didn't work very well. I don't know. Okay, let's take a look at the gyroid situation, shall we? Mega Tootoid. We don't need that. Tootoid. We do need the regular Tootoid, and then that is a tall Tympanoid, which we do not need. So that is one new gyroid. That's what I mean. Like, we got 3 new ones the other day, which is pretty good. I like that. But this is only one new one. Because this guy. Now, where the dupes are just ending up in this house. And then eventually they'll, like, go... Like, I could drop them all by, like, the dock. Because eventually, like, I'll probably use them on the island and try to, like, cycle through them to ones I need. But for now, I'm not going to do that. Also, like, come on. This is... I like the gyroid basement, but, I mean, it's not, like, the best. Okay, here, you can do some quick math to make sure everything makes sense. According to my spreadsheet, I have 58 gyroids. The basement is 8 by 8, which means there's 64 tiles available. Now, you can see that 5 of those tiles are in use by the dressers or wardrobes. And then there's 1 free space in the corner, which makes 6. 64 minus 6 is 58. So the numbers match. There you go, it's some fun for you. But even then, we need 2 full basements to display every gyroid. So I don't know about that. I just don't know if that's gonna work out. Anyway, so we got all the gyroids today, only 1 new one. Check the lost and found. Let's go to the store, and then I gotta deal with Joan. See, I could bring money, and then if it is a good price, I gotta just buy like an inventory or 2 and then call it a day. But, I don't know. Anyway, let's order some more lockers, because I have a problem. problem is that I don't have enough lockers. I don't know how long I'm going to be doing this for, but, like, it's going to be a new daily while I get this set up. Because, like, I could do this for my house, but, like, I'm doing this for my third character's house so that I can store all my raffle tickets super easily. This is for the long haul, you know? Like, we have all these tickets, I don't want to waste them, and I want to make sure we still have enough during, like, I might buy some. I don't know, I just feel like there's no point in getting rid of them, and I could have them, like, around my town, but it would be a mess, and it could, like, interfere with, like, things, and it would just bother me. That's the other part, it would just bother me, legit. I think I've ordered 3, but I won't be able to verify my catalog for numbers if I buy anything new if I buy all 5. So why don't I just, like, sell the shirt, that, and this real quick. Alright, cool. So yeah, what else is going on? This week we have the raffle on Wednesday, and then there's also, there's another thing that's coming up. It's the spring cleanup. Spring cleaning. You get like a dump item from Tortimer on the 1st. So like Wednesday and Thursday this week will be big things. And then Mother's Day is the following weekend. So that's another one. And I swear this shirt on the left might be the last spring shirt I need. It is! I just based off the name, I had a feeling, but like, wait, that's kind of wild. Like, what? Okay, let me find the shirts. I mean, that's actually, like, insane. Okay, this is the wagon wheel, maybe? Well, it looks like at least. Me when I successfully identify the wagon wheel, am I right? That is an oil drum. It's cheap, I'll buy it. This is a daffodil, I suppose. That's also cheap, why not? And then the kitty table, yeah, we don't need that. Okay, this is actually kind of insane. So that's still unchanged, but we have 159 shirts. And then if I look at my reference sheet, all of the spring ones. We have all of the spring ones, supposedly. If I'm tracking this correctly. Which means we need 4 winter ones, and then we need basically all of the other ones, except we have 1 fall one, which is a starting shirt. And there could be more starting shirts that I have, but I just didn't realize. Anyway, there are only 4 shirts available right now. That's all. From the regular store, now that we have all of the... Oops, I meant to actually order one. My bad, sorry, I meant to order the locker. But yeah, that's insane. I'm pretty happy about that. Like, things are going pretty well in the game, I'd say. It's just the turnip thing. It's not the best. And it's never gonna be the best, because it's just such a... It's such a thing, you know? Anyway, let's sell this. Those. There we go, we got an extra ticket. For some reason, I didn't, like, buy extra stuff on the days where just before the raffle for, like, some of the months, so that I had full stacks of tickets. Why would I want to keep, like, a single ticket? That's useless. I don't know what I was thinking. Oh well. Okay, so we're gonna drop this 1 here. We can drop the 5 down here. And before I forget, so that's 10, and then I'll have another 5, and then my character also has 2, or another 5 on the way. So, like, this should be pretty good for his basement, and then the other basement, it'll be good. But I don't know if I want to use that basement. Like, I don't know. I'm trying to think. Like, do I just drop all the Gulliver furniture somewhere? Because dropping it in the house is a pain. Like, if I drop gyroids, at least they're, like, 1-to-1. But I would love to be able to put them in closets, but you can't. You can't put furniture in storage like that. You gotta just drop it. I was like, wait, why do I still have... I'm like, why is there 9? Doesn't make sense. Okay, I'm gonna just grab this money, just in case. So yeah, it's 11:49. I don't really... Okay, how much money is this actually for realsies? It's not even... What if I go here, and then I go here, and then I go here. There you go. I now have a full inventory of money, which means I have just under 550k, which could be an amount of inventories. 2 to 3, approximately. But yeah, I don't want to buy, but let's just see what the person is. I just feel like it's gonna be, you know? Like, I feel like it's gonna be a spike. I don't want it to be, but I feel like it's gonna be a spike. You're trolling, man. 126 on a raffle week. Can I just say that's criminal? Can I? I think that's criminal. If I really wanted to, I could have got more inventories of money and brought it here and then stuck out longer. But let's be real. I don't want to buy these today. I'm really annoyed about last week. Like, very annoyed about last week. I mean, like, I was annoyed about it for a couple days, and I wasn't thinking about it too hard, and then I started getting close to Sunday, I was like, man, what am I doing about turnips? And I was like, well, only if they're expensive, I'll buy a little bit. And then here they are, 126. The RuneScape Max level. And, like, of course. Like, of course. It's a pain, is what it is. Because, again, I don't want to buy a lot. But we've had 2 decreases in a row. Like, statistically speaking, it should have been a spike last week. And, like, obviously there's no, like, increased chance of it being a spike this week because of that, like, twice in a row nonsense. There's a 10% chance of it being a decrease again. So, like, what are the chances? At least it's, like, you know, the spike... the raffle's on Wednesday, so we know if we're losing money immediately. But if there's a spike, we may or may not see it. It could fall on the Wednesday and we'll be screwed. Or it could just happen tomorrow, you know? I feel like that happened once with a raffle, maybe. But they're expensive. 126 is almost as good as it gets. I mean, I could be, like, even pickier with my prices. But it's just the time. Like, that's the issue. Because, like, if I'm losing, then it's like, well, shoot. My bag is full. Is it actually? No, it's not. So 126. Let's see. How much money is this? That's about 190k almost. It's 187.5 for 125. So yeah, it's gonna be very... It's like probably 189k for inventory. Which is 6.5 bags. I had 15. And I had a little bit of money on me. I don't know, like, if I make money off of this, it's like wasted a spike almost. Because I'm not, like, but obviously the spikes don't work that way. It's not like, oh, you participated this week, so you're gonna get stuff. It doesn't work that way. Okay, so I have... That's like basically 80k plus 90k, which is 170, so like that's not enough. I think we're not even gonna have... I don't know if I can even get 3 full inventories here. 3 full inventories is obviously like just shy of 600k. Which will be like 3 mil. I could pay off a debt with this money. I don't know, I'm annoyed. We're not even gonna spend a mil. We're not even making like 8 mil. If we even make the money. If this wasn't a raffle week, you know, things would be different. I would be ecstatic, right? I would be like, oh my gosh, 126 bells? And statistically, it's gonna be a spike? Sick. I guess? I'm trying to think. Like, what if the raffle fell on a Friday? Because Friday's kind of the day where you want to sell. If you, like, you know, like, if you're good, you can sell on the Friday. Or you can sell on, like, the Saturday. But, like, if it was on a Friday, and we didn't see the spike by Friday, well, it's obviously not going to be on Saturday. But, like, what if the price just went up every day? And Thursday it was like 0.5 times more, maybe. That's not bad. It's not amazing, but it's also like, I guess it doesn't even, like, it's not, is it worth it? Because, like, if we don't get the spike, and the spike would be on the Friday, yeah, we could sell and we'd make money. I guess it's like, if the price is good on that raffle week, and if the day falls on a Friday, then there's less risk, and I could just do it. Obviously, it could still, like, the price could drop day 1. And the price drops day 1, that it's not recovering. Like, I'm not gonna make my money back. I just would sell on Thursday and hope that it kept going up every day afterwards, and I'd lose a little bit. But, in the case where it doesn't, it would just increase every day, and then on Thursday it would be a decent amount. If I look at, like, my numbers, I can probably find an example. Oh man, I don't know, like, I didn't even put, like... This inventory is, like, kind of awful. Let me say, this acre is kind of awful. When I say kinda, I mean, like, entirely. Okay, so that goes there. We have 10k, and then we have 5 bags, which is 160. However, I've got a little trick in my pocket here. I actually have 130k bag on me, which is incredibly convenient. Because with that, that gives me 120. That should be enough. Like, just enough for a 3rd inventory. So if I look at my thing, so we don't have the December to January raffle accounted for. My first recorded turnip price is the 6th of January. And then February 3rd is the Monday, right? This goes off of the Monday. Yeah. So the February one, that one was kind of tricky. I wasn't able to, like, determine what it was at the time. But I bought at 120. It went up to 133 on Tuesday. Then it dropped on Wednesday. Went up to 100 on Thursday. That's when I sold, because Friday was the raffle. That was the January raffle deal. In February, I did not buy. I just didn't even participate, and I'm pretty sure there was no spike. And then the March one. The March one was a decrease. The raffle day was on a Monday, and then when I checked the next day, it was already decreasing. I mean, statistically speaking, my spikes, I've seen 2 spikes on Wednesday, 2 on Thursday, and I think 3 on Monday. I've only sold on 2 Mondays though. There's 1 spike where I didn't sell because I didn't buy anything. But yeah, if we're talking about days I've seen spikes, I haven't seen a Tuesday spike or a Friday spike. It could have happened in a month when I wasn't tracking prices. Maybe it would have been good to track prices to begin with, but who cares? Oh, there's 12. Also, yeah, I literally could have put the buying price in my spreadsheet and got the number, but I did actually calculate it correctly in my head there. It is 189K on the dot. Okay, there you go. 3 inventories of turnips, just under 600K. If we do well, that'll be like 6 times 7, 4 mil in profit. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not the worst. It's not bad. You know, like it works. I mean, if that works, it was a very small amount of time, and I will be able to sell it very quickly. Like, if I could just buy turnips and they made money every week, I wouldn't have to spend as much time every week, and it would be fine. But obviously, that's not the world we live in. So we're gonna just drop these turnips here, so they're even closer. And then tomorrow, if I need to sell them, I will. Otherwise, we'll do that. So yeah, it's the raffle this week. It could be a spike. It might not happen that day. I figure, why not? Let's just go for it. It was a good price. That was my rule. I said if it's a good price, I'll buy a couple just to see. Because, like, I am due for a spike, technically. But I just didn't want to, like, not buy and make nothing, you know? At least if I buy some, I know it feels bad if I don't make tons of money. And it's like, oh, I should have bought more, but whatever. I could have bought, like, more if I had more time, but I was on late, so that's the other thing. And I didn't want to, like, try to find Joan again. That was relatively pain-free. We just found her in 1 acre. I brought an inventory of money to her, dropped it, and bought. Works. Yeah, so we got the last spring shirt today, which is actually insane. So there's only 4 regular year-round available shirts at the moment, so it's going to be even harder to get new ones right now, but spring's good, which is great. And we got 3 dry rides today. Only 1 was new, though. I ordered more lockers. We bought all the store, all that stuff, yada, yada, yada. And we bought 3 inventories of turnips at 126 bells, which is a bit under 600K. So we're going to track that through the week. Tomorrow, nothing crazy going on. Tuesday, Red will be here. Wednesday, we got the raffle. Thursday, it's the spring cleaning day, so there's the dump model, and our next visitor should show up. And yeah, then we're good until the following weekend for Mother's Day. And like more turnips and all that. Anyway, let's just see how it goes, and I'm out. Bye.